Is Pompeii a brilliant film? Without question. This is obviously quite an epic film. It's not actually as long as I thought it would be, it's certainly under 2 hours, but it's dealing with an epic event. And it's not the first time Pompeii has been addressed in film, and it won't be the last time. But for me, this is a really wonderful representation of what happened with Mount Vesuvius. I can't vouch for the accuracy, I'm not the most knowledgeable person about the eruption of Vesuvius, but it certainly felt real, and the emotions were definitely real. So this was directed in 2014, or released rather in 2014, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson and written by Janet Scott Batchler. And there wasn't anything about this that drew me to it except the narrative. We have some good cast in here, Kiefer Sutherland, quite a few other names, Kit Harington. But for me, it was 100% my interest in Pompeii. I would love to visit Pompeii one day, definitely would. Even after watching this film. This film is intense and it's quite scary. Not in a horrific sense, but in a how did that actually happen sense. So the description from IMDb is as follows. A slave-turned-gladiator finds himself in a race against time to save his true love, who has been betrothed to a corrupt Roman senator. As Mount Vesuvius erupts, he must fight to save his beloved as Pompeii crumbles around him. So we have obviously two main plots going on there. The first thread is this slave-turned-gladiator and his love, who is basically being forced into a marriage. And then we also have the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. And with that description, I would worry that there's too much going on. But actually, I thought the film handled it really well. And there was no point where I felt like it was too busy. We actually do have quite a bit of time setting up, seeing the action, the gladiators fighting, getting to know these characters, getting to learn about the Roman senator, and allowing us the time we need to grow to hate him and to grow to like the gladiator and, you know, form these feelings and emotions about these different characters. It's not just 10 minutes in, Vesuvius erupts. It builds up gradually. And when Vesuvius does begin to erupt, again, it's not instant. There are warning signs. There are, you know, things happening around them with the earth, and it really does seem to tick all of the right boxes for me. As I said, I can't really vouch for the historical accuracy, but visually it looked on point. The scenery was so captivating and so immersive. I don't know how much of it was staged scenery and how much of it was actually filmed on location. I probably should have looked into this. But visually, I think they hit the markers there. If you do know what the ratio of set to location filming was, please do let me know. The characters were all really likeable or really hateable as required, and I felt that was really important because while Pompeii itself, you know, it would be heartbreaking to see the village of Pompeii being destroyed by Vesuvius, but when you actually start to feel for some of the characters, it makes it all that more intense. And there is one shot in this. It's the final shot. And I won't ruin it for you. I believe it's the final shot. That just took my breath away so much. And the film really built up to this one shot. And it was gorgeous. So powerful. And I absolutely loved it. The film is fantastic. I honestly can't think of a historical drama that I've seen that's quite as powerful as this one. There may be some, I'm sure there are some, but just off the top of my head, Pompeii is one of the best historical dramas I have ever seen. If you've seen it, please let me know what you think of it. If there are any other films you'd recommend that deal with Pompeii or Mount Vesuvius, I'd be really interested to hear about those and check them out because it is a topic that I do find interesting. And one day I will go to Pompeii and pray that Vesuvius is still dormant. Let me know what you think of this. Personally, thoroughly recommend it.